This is Share the Vision, presented by the Resource Center, a discussion of the programs and services of the Resource Center and about issues related to individuals with disabilities. Today, we are at the Raymond Center at 75 Jones and Gifford Avenue, and we're going to wrap into this a discussion of the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair. Now, to explain how we get from here to there is Steve Watterson, Community Relations Director at the Resource Center. Steve, thanks for inviting us to 75 Jones and Gifford.
Thanks for coming down, Dennis.
There is a unique relationship between the Resource Center and the Jamestown Farmers Market, the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair, other activities of the Renaissance Corporation. Talk to us about that relationship.
Well, we've been involved with them for a number of years, and we've been doing this radio show for about 20 years now, and some weeks the topics come quickly and easily, and some weeks they don't. And I was sitting around this week going, what are we going to talk about? And remembered the Garden Fair, which is taking place next Saturday, and the Resource Center is helping to sponsor it. We're going to have a table there, and I thought, let's do a show on that. So that's why we're here today, to talk about what the Resource Center does in terms of getting individuals with disabilities involved in all the great stuff that the Renaissance Center is doing.
In addition to sponsoring the Garden Fair, you also have great participation in that and in the farmers market, and we're going to learn about that during the next few minutes. Our first guest is...
I think our first guest is Christy Kathman.
Christy, how are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Nice to speak with you. Welcome to the radio. What is your title with the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair with the Renaissance Corporation?
I'm the Program and Administrative Coordinator.
Well, welcome to Share the Vision, and welcome to the Resource Center. Since the Resource Center is one of the major sponsors of this major event coming to Jamestown on the 2nd of April, let's tell the audience a little bit about it.
Well, the event, like you said, is the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair and Home Show. The past few years, it's been going on for 5 years. This will be its 5th year. And the past few years, it's been at the Renaissance Center. But this year, we moved it to the Jamestown Savings Bank Ice Arena. We're tripling in size with the amount of vendors that we have and the amount of workshops that we're offering. It's very exciting.
Well, the interest in gardening at this particular time of the year, as we record this, is a beautiful spring-like day outside. I think everyone has kind of a hankering or an interest in seeing what they can grow this year, so your timing couldn't be better.
Yeah, that's part of why we do it this time of year. It's to capture that enthusiasm and give people some tools and some education to get them to move forward with their own gardens at their own homes. What
kinds of things do you offer? You mentioned seminars and educational events. What happens at the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair to help people garden better?
Well, people can come, and the event is free, and the seminars are free, and they can learn about different things, whether they're gardening topics such as gardening for everybody, tools and techniques for all abilities, or Ask a Master Gardener if you just had a general question, or we have home improvement seminars as well, where people can learn about conserving energy in their home and getting help with their honey-do list.
Now, the event is at the Jamestown Savings Bank Arena. I don't believe we gave the time, so what time does it start, and what time can people come to the seminar?
It starts at 11 a.m. and goes until 5 p.m. The seminars will run from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m., with a new one starting each hour. We have 15 total seminars, and they're 45 minutes each, and then there'll be a 15-minute break. And you don't need to sign up or anything. You just show up, and if you're there in the room and there's space, then you can learn all about those topics.
In addition to the seminars, what else do you offer there? What else can people see, learn about, get at the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair?
Sure. Well, everyone who comes will get a free tomato seedling from Mike's Nursery, and while supplies last, we'll have reusable Wegmans totes available for everyone as well. We have garden and retail vendors, we have DIY demonstrations, we have a live chainsaw carving done by the tree guys. There's going to be kids' activities, food, raffles. It's going to be a fun time.
Are you a gardener yourself?
No, I'm not. My green thumb is not green, I guess.
So you might be in some of the seminars.
I hope to catch as many seminars as I can, yes, yeah.
And you have broad participation and sponsorship from throughout the community to help you put on the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair?
Oh, we sure do. We have sponsors like Mike's Nursery, Cornell Master Gardeners. We've got Lakeshore Paving, 5-Star Urgent Care, the Resource Center, of course, and Clark Patterson Lee. We also have other vendors there that'll be from a variety of different categories like Marlinski's Landscape Design and Lowe's Home Improvement, Stone Outdoor Living Center, Green Heron Growers. We've got a great variety.
Now, this garden fair is not all that the Renaissance Corporation in Jamestown does. You really have a Grow Jamestown initiative. You are working with people to not only get them started on their growing, but to keep it up all year long.
Absolutely. We have lots of programs. We have the community gardens. We have the front yard garden recognition program. If you happen to notice those little signs in people's yards to encourage people who are giving effort in their communities and in their neighborhoods to continue with that effort. We also have the Renaissance Block Challenge that provides to different neighborhoods some matching funding to help them make some improvements in their homes as well.
I appreciate all that you've said to me. And one other question, and then we'll go to Robin Kessler and get the perspective on what is happening here at the Resource Center for the Garden Fair and Grow Jamestown in general. But how does growing things and assisting people with gardens fit into the general mission of the Renaissance Corporation? Why is gardening important to you?
Well, gardening is important to the Jamestown Renaissance Corporation because gardening is one of those things that shows that people are taking care of their homes and investing in their properties and their homes. And we find that the more people who do that, the more other people will do that to try to just take a little bit more time and put a little bit more investment into their own homes and into our community. And so a small step like providing them education on how to garden or some financial assistance will be a great way to kind of get that ball rolling and maybe spruce up and bring up the neighborhoods a little bit better.
Give me your title with the Renaissance Corporation one more time.
Sure. Program and Administrative Coordinator.
And how can people find you if they're interested in what you say or interested in the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair? As easy as a phone call?
Sure. They can call me at 664-2477. My extension is 231, but we have a variety of people who work there who could offer all kinds of assistance.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Christy Kathman from the Renaissance Corporation. Now we come to Robin Kessler from the Resource Center. Robin, hello.
Hello.
And thank you for inviting us back to your room here at TRC, the Raymond Center on Jones and Gifford Avenue. As I said, it's a beautiful spring day. Looking out your window here is a picturesque view of the labyrinth across the street, your raised garden beds, and the Chautauqua River there in the distance.
We have a beautiful building here that was renovated in the last 5 years, and it's nice to be able to work some of the land near us.
Robin, give us your title, your role, your work here upstairs at the Raymond Center.
I'm an activity leader in the Future Strivers group. We have a pickings club that we use to the tables that we'll have at the Renaissance Festival coming up. And we also try to work in the labyrinth, and we have Grow Jamestown boxes that we grow food in and donate to St. Susan's. And we also, as a group, work in a greenhouse and work on Laurel Run Awards. That's something that we do here.
So some of the Future Strivers are in the room with us. They do want to be on the radio today. But first, describe in a little more detail the things that the Future Strivers have been making for the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair a week from today that you will be taking there.
We have done a cement project that's called Hypertufa. It's a lighter cement that we can work with. It's just mixing cement, perlite, and peat moss and forming it into garden planters and stepping stones, and the nice thing about it is it's not as heavy as concrete, so it's easier for all of us to work with. We also recycle bowling balls and make them into garden decorations and orbs.
You're famous for that.
We are famous, yeah. This is my buddy Tom Claus, and he makes many orbs and has a name for himself in the community.
And you have expanded from not only bowling balls to bowling pins this year.
Yeah, we had some bowling pins donated, so we gave it a shot, and they came out nice.
And you will be selling all of these things at the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair?
Yes, all these things will be for sale. We have a few plants, the Hypertufa, the bowling balls, and at our table we will be giving out bookmarks that we have recycled from old greeting cards.
I will ask you the same question that I asked a moment ago of Christy, and that is, why is gardening important to you here at the Future Strivers?
Well, we want everyone to know that vegetables don't come from the store. We want people to know that we can grow things, and honestly, putting your hands in the dirt is a good feeling. And putting seeds down and growing things is a good feeling.
Introduce me to one of the Future Strivers now, one of your artisans here.
Yes, this is Tom Claus. He comes in from Westfield every day. He spends 5 days a week here and 3 afternoons a week out in our workshop.
Hello, Tom.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Well, fine, thank you. And was it your idea to work on these bowling balls like this?
Yeah.
You do beautiful work, you know. I have to compliment you.
Thank you.
Are you surprised by how popular those bowling balls have been?
Yeah.
A lot of people buy them,
Yeah.
and then they put them in their gardens or around their homes, and they're very attractive.
Yeah.
Now, does it take you a day to do a bowling ball, or 2 days? Or
Please.
2 days. So that's 2 days' work you're looking at
Yeah.
there. Do you have a favorite color or design you like to do on them, or do you like all of them about the same, Tom?
Oh.
About the same.
Yeah.
So do you do one or two of these, or 100 of them? Have any idea how many you do?
10.
10. 10 bowling balls from Tom, and you can look for them at the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair. Tom, thank you very much.
Oh.
One of the other future strivers is going to be on with us as well.
Yes. This is Denise, and she also enjoys the art projects that we do. She has looked up, gotten animals. We're decoupaging a chair that she has been a part of.
Hi, Denise.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Thank you for wanting to be on the radio today. Do you like to do these chairs?
Yes, I do.
How do you do them? Tell the folks what you do to make the chair.
Sand them up and repaint them, and then we put the animals on on the chair.
Well, so you have little pictures of animals that you put on there.
Like Darlene does. And her and that one, too.
So they help you do this.
Yes.
That would be Cookie and Stephanie.
Cookie and Stephanie. We'll get their names on the air here, too. Thank you, Robin. And do you do a lot of these chairs, just like Tom does a lot of these bowling balls?
Lots of them.
Mm-hmm. Do you have fun at the Future Strivers?
Yes. And I made the mirror today, too.
Oh, really? What's on the mirror? I mean, aside from yourself. I mean,
Penny.
She decorated a mirror for a friend.
Oh, Penny and Kenna, they must be friends of yours.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you very much for speaking to me on the air here today, and good luck with all your projects.
Thank you.
Today on Share the Vision, we speak to you from the second floor of the Raymond Center at 75 Jones and Gifford Avenue in Jamestown. We're in the room of the Future Strivers, and it's led by Robin Kessler, as you heard a moment ago. And Robin, again, we want to remind people that all of these items that the Strivers have been making will be on display and some for sale there at the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair 1 week from today as we broadcast.
That's correct. We'll be there. Tom will be there, and we'll be there all day at a table.
And you will get involved again once the weather gets better out in the labyrinth and growing things in your own raised beds here.
Yes, we will. We've also, White Hill, one of our group homes, has a raised bed that they work in as well, that we've worked together putting stuff in. It's new. I mean, gardens doesn't happen overnight, so.
Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. Now, more on the Resource Center's involvement in the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair and the Grow Jamestown Initiative, and on other activities of the Renaissance Corporation. Also joining us today is Christina King. And you are the manager of the Farmers Market?
I am, yes. This will be my fourth season on this project.
Congratulations for that. Let's describe just for a moment what the Jamestown Farmers Market is all about. Any changes for this year? For those who are familiar with you, let's kind of rough out the picture here, Christina.
Same time as previous seasons, every Thursday from 12 to 6 p.m. starting June 2nd. We're in the planning stages right now. We're going to have some vendors that were with us in the previous years and also some new ones.
And where are you located downtown?
Cherry Street in between 3rd and 2nd Streets.
And you run Thursdays throughout the summer and into the fall?
Yes, 12 to 6 p.m. June through August, and then 12 to 4 p.m. September through October.
And just as you say, you're in the planning stages for this year, but what's the usual variety of items that would be available at the Jamestown Farmers Market, the kinds of things that you like to offer to the public?
First and foremost, we love to be advocates for all the farmers in our county. We have some new farmers joining us this year, specializing in some products that are not typically sold at farmers markets. We have a new farm coming in who specializes in heirloom vegetables, edible flowers, and some unique herbs.
Heirloom vegetables is a term that the audience might be a little surprised about or by. What are heirloom vegetables?
They are organic vegetables that haven't been genetically modified.
So kind of the ones maybe that Grandma or Grandpa grew.
Absolutely. A lot of these seeds have been used for hundreds of years.
And we can look forward to that. Now, weave into the picture here the Future Strivers, the Resource Center's participation in your market, because I understand in addition to the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair a week from today, they're a regular part of the market as well.
Yes, absolutely. We love having them there. They are a huge hit. People love visiting their tent. They're very friendly, and it's a nice place to engage with members of the community and also to help fundraise for all the hard work that they do here with all the products that they make.
Some of the items we've been talking about, the bowling balls, bowling pins, chairs, and et cetera, that will be available at the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair are also shown at the farmers market.
Absolutely.
Are there any other details about the market itself, Christina, as you are planning it for this year, that would be important to get out to the public?
We're always expanding, and we're always looking for new vendors to join us.
What does it take to be a vendor? I was just going to ask that question.
We have a small application that pretty much we just want you to describe what you're selling or what you want to bring to the market. You can either email that to us or visit our website at jamestownrenaissance.org, or you can give us a call at 664-2477, and you can inquire and we can give you more information.
Things need to be homemade, homegrown. Are there rules, stipulations about the items that can be sold?
Absolutely. If you're a farmer, we like that you grow 75% of your products, and the other 25% we like you to source locally, so within a 45-mile radius of Jamestown. And artisan crafters, people that just work hard in their basements, in their garage, don't have storefronts or a presence downtown.
Well, and as been suggested by the Resource Center, the Future Strivers, having their merchandise there, you do accept things aside from fruits, vegetables, and items that are grown on the ground.
Absolutely, yes. If there's a crafter out there that makes something that's unique to this area, we would love to have them at our market.
Again, the start date for this year's Farmers Market downtown?
June 2nd.
June 2nd. John Vogan joins us now from the Resource Center. John, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on to share the vision.
Thank you very much.
What is your title here at TRC?
Residence Coordinator here at the Resource Center.
Now, you've heard all that's happened over the last 15 minutes or so on the show here. How are you involved in these projects, and how are you involved in the Grow Jamestown initiative?
Well, about 3 years ago, I got together with Christina and Mary Maxwell at the Renaissance Corporation, and we set up a booth down at the farmers market. This will be the third year we'll have had that. And we also rented some beds in the community gardens that are around the city. So we grow vegetables. Our participants grow some vegetables in the beds, and we bring them to the farmers market. And we also have some other things on display there, some art from our Creations art program here at the Resource Center, and some other crafts and things, cat treats, dog treats, bird treats that the individuals that we support in our group homes make. We take all of our proceeds and we try and give it to some type of charity. I know 2 years ago we donated everything to Habitat for Humanity, and last year we used our money that we made to build a little free library in front of one of our group homes that's been a huge success, and that is on White Hill Avenue if you want to stop by and check it out.
So, John Vogan, it was you who came up with this initial idea for a connection between some of the activities of the Resource Center and some of the activities of the Renaissance Corporation.
Yeah, I think so. Myself, Christina, and I think a few other people that I work with, Joelle Ayucolano.
What was the nucleus of that idea, or the inception of it? How do you think maybe this is something that would be good for us to do?
Well, two things we wanted to do. One, we wanted to find a way to give back to the community. So the community gardens was a great way to do that by helping out, improve the neighborhoods, and do something positive with those vacant properties. That was a great project. And then the farmers market was just about getting people involved in the community. It's such an open environment, and we've really been welcomed there, and it's a great place for our folks to be able to go and network. They've got live music down there and food vendors as well for lunch, and it's a really fun place to be, and it's a really fun place for the folks that we support to be able to spend their time there.
John, I'd like to have you tie together a couple of things for me. As people in the community generally know, the Resource Center is a place that helps, among other missions. Part of your mission is to help individuals with handicaps and disabilities. How does helping the community, giving back to the community, as you phrase it, fit into that goal of helping people with handicaps and disabilities succeed in life?
Well, I think whether you have a disability or not, it's everybody's responsibility in the community to try and give back and try and help out. So I think that the people that we support are just doing the same thing that is the civic duty and responsibility of all of us to help out and give back to the community.
And the response among the future strivers and others who have been a part of this giving back has been positive.
Very positive, very positive. They love to go work in the gardens, and they really enjoy spending time down at the farmers market. It's been great.
We have a few minutes left on Share the Vision today, and I'm going to come back to Christy Kathman, if she'll allow me. If you did not hear at the outset what moved Steve Watterson to have us come to the Future Strivers Room at the Raymond Center on Jones and Gifford Avenue today, is the fact that the Resource Center and the Future Strivers and their products will be featured at the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair 1 week from today. Let's hit some of the headlines again here, okay, Christy?
Sure, that sounds great. Our Grow Jamestown Garden Fair and Home Show is, like you said, next Saturday, April 2nd. It's free. It'll start at 11 a.m. and go till 5 p.m. We've got workshops. We've got kids' activities. There'll be food. There's a live chainsaw carving, and there's lots of vendors, over 50 vendors, and it's going to be a fun time where you can bring your family and learn at the same time.
And if we did not emphasize, this is a project of the Jamestown Renaissance Corporation in conjunction with many sponsors, including the Resource Center.
Definitely. We've had lots of great sponsors. The Resource Center, Roby Henderson Insurance Agency, 5-Star Urgent Care, afloral.com, Lakeshore Paving, the Master Gardeners with Cornell Cooperative Extension, RSVP, and Clark Patterson Lee. And if people want more information, they can go to our website at growjamestown.com or jamestownrenaissance.org. Sorry.
This is the fourth year that you've done the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair?
This is actually the fifth year.
Fifth year. This is the fifth year you've done this Grow Jamestown Garden Fair, and I understand it's very popular. I mean, a lot of people go.
It is very popular. We kind of outgrew our last venue, and so when we moved from the Renaissance Center over to the Ice Arena, we're not only bringing over the gardening things, but also adding the home show aspect to this. So it's going to be, we're not really sure what to expect, but we know there's a lot of excitement about it.
This year's Grow Jamestown Garden Fair, just to emphasize, will be at the Jamestown Savings Bank Arena. Those who are used to finding you at the Renaissance Center will have to go a block down the street the other way.
That's right. And we hope that people will come back, and we hope that people who have never been to the Garden Fair before will come to the Garden Fair and Home Show next Saturday.
All right, I'm going to come back to Robin Kessler for just a second to finish up anything else on the Future Strivers. We've talked about a lot of the people in your room here. Robin, what is that you have in your hand there?
We have been making bookmarks
I see them,
for
yes.
our tables for the giveaway at the Renaissance.
So tell me, radio listeners, of course, can't see these, so describe how these bookmarks are made and what is on them.
Well, we usually cut up from recycled cards, greeting cards.
Sure.
Well, we kind of ran low, so I just gave Peter a paintbrush and some paint, and a piece of paper, and he decorated it, and then we cut it into bookmark strips. We also cut some into animal shapes.
Well, those are quite...
They'll be at our table.
Quite gorgeous. How many Future Strivers are there altogether?
There's 20 of us.
20 working in this room from time to time with you and the other members of the staff.
Yes.
How long have you been a part of the Resource Center, Robin?
21 years I've been here.
And you have a real love, a passion, a dedication to this work.
I do. I laugh every day. I enjoy coming to work every day. I don't mind the commute. It's a good place to work.
Thank you very much. Look for Robin Kessler, the Future Strivers at the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair a week from today. If I could interrupt you for just a moment, I'll come back to Mr. Watterson to put the finishing touches on today's edition of Share the Vision.
This was great.
Thank you very much.
I hope everybody learned something. If they weren't already familiar with the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair, I hope they're now inspired to take a little of their time on Saturday the 2nd and come down to the Jamestown Savings Bank Arena and check things out, and be sure to stop by the Resource Center's table and meet the wonderful people who are going to be there.
That's us.
The energy of the Future Strivers, their commitment to this project, and Robin's leadership, the joy and the great reception that the Renaissance Corporation gives to the Strivers at the Grow Jamestown Garden Fair and at the Jamestown Farmers Market all year long, are really resonating with me. I think we've made some valuable connections, I hope, for the listeners here as well today.
Well, I hope so, too. And, it's nice that we're able to partner with an organization like the Renaissance Corporation. We try to do a lot of partnerships in the community. we alluded to the fact that the individuals with disabilities who we support and the support staff enjoy giving back to the community. Each of our homes has a special cause or charity that they try to help out during the year, either through volunteerism or raising money. And each of the day programs also goes out into the community and volunteers at just dozens of different places. So we like to give back. We like to be out there and be involved, and this is a great opportunity and way for us to do it.
Any other Resource Center news we need to share with the community before we wrap up today?
Oh, there's always stuff going on, but I think we're okay to leave everybody in suspense till our next show.
Okay, well, we will be back 2 weeks from today. I have 1 minute remaining on Share the Vision today, so I can ask you this question, Steve, as I asked a couple of other people in the room here. How are you with Green Thumb and growing things and all of that?
Not good. Oh. Not good. But I don't. I'm a good worker bee. You know, if you tell me what to do, I'll do it. But left to my own devices around plants, it would probably not be a good outcome.
Maybe you and I both should take some of those seminars next week at the Jamestown Garden Fair, because I'm kind of in the same place as you.
Sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, I tried to grow tomatoes 2 years in a row once, and I harvested the best crop of blighted tomatoes 2 years in a row that you would ever have found.
We had that one summer where it was just wet all summer. It was hard to grow any tomatoes that year, but if there was another year beside that you had difficulty, I can't vouch for what went wrong.
In the meantime, to those from the Jamestown Renaissance Corporation and the Resource Center and Steve Watterson, thank you all for sharing the vision today.